Missed a few hands here in the live stream. For these of you joining in, or will be joining in soon with us.
It's more or less like grip muscle memory. The muscle memory I have is
It's not natural.
And here's the chip count for the new feature table. Chris Meza, field till over 50 big blinds and 3 players below 20.
I think somewhere in there, somewhere. 5K. 7, 8, 6, 7 fold, 9 fold.
Thank you for those of you joining our chat.
Pocket jacks for
13,002, 3 folds.
And the cutoff raising to 13K. Chris Meza with ace 10 off. Folding Doug Brown in the big blind.
Ooh, winner. Buttons red.
Folding, and Jax takes it down. Stealing the blinds. For those of you in the chat, just want to make sure you guys can hear us. We're back live, a few minutes late into level 13. We're at the small blind 2,500, big blind 5K, and the big blind NA 5K. And again, BT on our feature table. Back.
Can't ever get enough of BT.
Can't get enough of BT. A very favorite player on our chat. Action close to the hijack who has 8-9 off, raising to 12K. Still being very aggressive on this table.
Phil's always very aggressive. He knows how to build up a big stack on day ones.
5 folds, 6 folds. Winner.
And again, Phil taking down the blinds. Last hand with pocket jacks, this hand with 8-9 off. Playing down to 13 players with a final with a table redraw for the final 18 players.
Y'all can go on the stream in like 6 minutes and see what I had. So I gotta get
Hale with 21 big blinds. Brandon and Doug less than 20. Middling stacks for Brandon, Denise in the 30 to 40 big blind range. Phil Teal, the chip leader, on the feature table. Going to Brandon Walker with ace 3 of clubs under the gun, folds. BT Hale under the gun plus 1 with ace 10.
Yeah, if I didn't mention be careful with the cards, don't bend them a lot, don't snap them because you'll break the cards.
2 seat folds, the $12,000 bet.
Budweiser Milo, thanks for joining our chat. I tell you what, if there was an award for most comments and biggest fan Budweiser Miller, I would definitely give it to you. Something I've talked to management here, maybe give some prizes out, give something out as an incentive, like t-shirt or maybe some free time or something like that. For those who are joining the chat, maybe I can get Shane to push that through management, maybe, we'll see. As we grow our viewership here at Baker House Dallas. Again, for those of you just joining into the chat,
7 seat folds.
121 entries for Flight D of our Summer Jam 100K guaranteed with 29 players left, or 28 players left.
Buttons correct.
Already smashing the price pool, 114,000 in the price pool, with 2 flights left tomorrow. So for those of you that are wanting to play, we have a flight tomorrow at 10 a.m., 4 hours of open registration. And another last flight, flight 1F. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, 1F at 5 p.m. again with 4 hours of registration. Phil and Chris over at the feature table with over 50 big blinds. And Victor Miner again in the chat saying, let's go Donkey Field Field.
What's up, Victor? How you doing, buddy?
Shane House in the booth
2
with
seat
me.
folds, raise from the 3, 10,000. 4 seat folds. 5 seat. Call from the 6. 7 folds.
James, SMU James opens under the gun
One
plus
call,
1 to 10K. Calls are going 3 ways to the flop. Denise Whitson with King 8 diamonds.
Check.
BT
Check.
defending the big blind with pocket 3s, and the
Check.
flop comes
Sorry.
monotone board. Jack 6, 7 of hearts. BT with a flush draw.
Check. Check.
James still with the best hand with pocket 6 with aces Oh, sorry. Sixes and jacks with an ace kicker.
Check. Check.
Still with the
check.
best hand.
Show
His
me
hand's
the
going to go check, check, check all the way around the river.
Sixes, jacks.
And James
queen,
takes down the pot, chips
Whatever
up
they
to almost $190,000 by picking up 27.5K on this hand.
Took the other Brandon away from us.
Oh, they did? Okay. Maybe they didn't want more than one Brandon at the table.
All right.
Too confusing for the booth, for the stream.
Conserving.
Right now I have six-handed on the feature table. Probably will be bringing one or two more players
I got
to the
3,
feature table.
4 fold,
It's getting kind of late too.
5 fold.
Good enough. Broke down to a purple and sticky.
Denise Winston in the cutoff, full to the cutoff, and she elects to raise to 11K.
7 folds.
BT held the small blind, calling it
One call.
another 8.5K with 6-9 suited. Phil Peel
Call.
defending the big blind with Jack Deuce of clubs. 38,000 to the pot, to the flop. The
Check.
board of 10 of clubs.
Check.
Queen of diamonds, 3 of spades. Denise flopping open ender. Elected continuation bet
20,000.
20,000.
Fold or fold.
38K.
20,000 was the bet.
Slightly over half pot.
Buttons in the one seat.
Neat story, Budweiser Miller saying, I always support the family. BT told us about him playing on the live stream, and I've been trying to spread the word to view while he's in Connecticut. So we have an East Coast viewer watching at 1:15 a.m. on a early Saturday morning, saying, fun fact that BT and our friend BJ, they were his first friends, Budweiser Miller's first friends when he moved to their town, going to second grade, and now friends for over 20 years. Thanks for the story, Budweiser Miller. Appreciate that. Appreciate you joining in on the live stream. Again, supporting your boy,
Dory.
BT.
Yes.
Oh, and one of my
Coyle,
favorites, Dory Coyle.
Coyle.
Coming into the feature table in the 9th seat. We picked up 3 more players.
77,000.
We got a lot of beard, Terrell beards here at this table.
Hey, these are some pretty cool beards here. Seat 4, seat 5, and all.
We got ZZ Top, I think, here at the final table.
Guess BT has to work on his beard game now that he's on this feature table. It's kind of slacking there. Dakota Brockman in the chat saying, it's the kid.
200,009.
70.
209,500.
209500.
Correct.
Terrell updating Eric on the action tracker for the new players at set down.
We got
Perfect. Got everybody.
actions 4 from the 4, 5,
And Lego
and
with
6 made it 11,000.
coming to the table with almost
76
200,000 chips. Denise Whitson opening Jack 10 suited, middle position,
New player AP.
and Brandon calling with
8-9.
pocket sixes.
Thor.
1, 2,
Danielle, can you come run this? 2 folds?
correct.
Bolts to the big blind. James debating whether or not to defend his big blind, and
3
he does.
calls.
And we're
One
going
to flop.
3
plays.
ways to the flop. 40K in the middle.
Actions on the 3 seat.
Flop of 4 hearts, 10 of diamonds, 4 of clubs. Both Denise and SMU James flopping top pair.
10,000. Actions on the 6 seat. Correct.
And James leading out with top pair.
Call.
Denise calling.
Actions on the 7 seat.
Brandon elected to call,
Heads up
knowing
going
that
to
his
the turn.
pocket sixes are no good there. Heads up now to the turn.
Check the
SMU James and Denise. Turn card 7 of hearts.
Check.
Denise still on the hand. SMU checks.
30,000.
Denise betting half pot, 30,000 into a pot, slightly over 60K. James can get away from his hand.
He's gonna have to peel one more off, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's gonna peel one off.
Hopefully, he can get a chop. Ace, king, queen,
Definitely
drum.
his top outs. Queen comes on the board. Ace, king, chop pot. James elects to call here. Denise is still a favorite.
Oh,
And he gets
Winner.
fold. What a good fold there. No,
To the
and
two
Denise
seat.
hasn't been playing too many hands. And Butterflies and Miller will say that BT's beard game gets a glass out of the beards at the table. I would have to concur with that comment. It does look like ZZ Top.
Johnny's getting a little loud over there.
And one of my favorites, Dory Coyle, coming into
Think
the 9th
he's
seed.
beard.
He's got a nice healthy stack. Looks like about 380,000 or so.
And again, thank you everybody for joining the chat
Yes.
Hopefully she can
after
make a good
midnight
revenge.
here in
I was
Dallas
listening.
for Budweiser Miller in Connecticut, 115.
I'm no beauty, but
Five folds, 6 folds.
Anybody in the chat outside of the Dallas area? Let them know.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Let us know.
I'll tell you what's hot. The restroom.
I agree, Dory. That side of the building, AC is out.
Yeah, he bet 12,000.
AP new to the table, opening pocket eights in the low jack.
Bonds are 5K.
Dory makes the call.
Call from seat 9.
Jack 10.
Makes Jack 10 off in the hijack.
Jack 10's been awful popular today.
It's been a very popular hand. Suited, not suited.
Seat 1 fold. I got a
Phil
raise
T
coming from
electing
seat
to
2,
fold
playing
on the button
38,000.
9-5 spades.
Seat 3 folds.
Feels
seat
very
4.
aggressive. He loves to gamble.
Oh, he calls.
Thomas over there snapping people off.
Oh, three
Oh,
bets.
three-bet it.
The 38K.
Old Dolly Parton, 9-5.
3 and 4 fold. Action is now on the 8 seat. 8 seat calls.
And 8
9 seat
pocket
folds.
eights calls.
38.
Dory in between the action folds Jack 10 off. We will be going heads up to the flop with over 100,000 in the middle. 20 big blinds already in the middle. To a flop of king of hearts, 2 of hearts, 2 of spades.
I gotta switch turns. Got that okay. 25,000 in bet. From seat 2.
I like to see Phil peel one off.
Call for seat 8. Third.
Now they both have kings in their range, and
Checker bet seat 8.
AP turns a flush draw
Check.
with Phil 3-betting on the button representing a hand like aces, ace, king, kings, king, queen. Has kings in the range based with a 3-bet. Although AP can also have a king in his hand opening middle position.
Phil's going to keep firing.
Phil continuing the aggression, going to bet 75,000.
60,000.
Oh, betting 60,000 into 150K. Slightly under half pot, 45% of the pot. I don't know if
Be a tough call.
he does have a pocket pair. There is an overcard, and yeah, he does have a heart, but it is only the 8 of hearts. And if Phil is representing a king or bigger hearts,
Looks like he's going to fold.
and folds. Phil's aggression in late position working in his favor. Takes down a decent sized pot.
Trying to run the spot off?
I think he's over 400,000 now as we get chip counts. Okay, Phil is at 390K. Dory moving to with a 70 big blind, 366K. The only blinds over 60 big blinds. Some short stacks here. And as we lose players, all those people will be chipping up as well.
6, 7, 8 fold. 9 fold. 1 fold. 2 fold. Raise. Play for 10K.
SMU James decides to open it up.
4 fold.
Queen 9 of spades. Raise to 10,000.
Doug Brown in the big blind. This is a hand you can defend with. To elect position raise. And elects to defend the big blind. I don't think that pot size is great. Unless the action checker's behind.
Check from the 5.
Something's not correct here.
10,000 from the 3.
Okay, they're fixing the action tracker.
What was the bet from three? The pre-flop bet.
2x calls, check.
Yeah, it was 10K.
You bet take it, yeah, that's
Call, check.
Sorry, user, I think Eric's just updating to make sure we get the chip count. There we go, that looks more reasonable.
Call. 10,000 was the bet from C2. I mean 3.
So both hitting a piece of this flop. Doug flopping middle pair. James flopping top pair. Call. Bet
Check.
by James, call by Doug. Ace on the ace of diamonds peels a turn. Doug gonna check. I probably see James checking back here with ace hitting the board. Could elect to continuation bet here.
Put the big stack in there, putting him all in.
Bet of 110,000.
Rips it all in for the effective stack of Doug Brown, who's sitting with 43.5K left. Put in a tough spot with just now third pair and a mediocre kicker. Don't expect him to call here. And lays it
Fold.
down.
20. Small blind, big blind. Look.
I'll have to look at that one a little later.
I have a feeling based off the players on this feature table, this could be a fun feature table. Looks like it's going to be an action feature table. With SMU James, with Dory, with Phil. Could see some fireworks.
Well, Brandon there, he likes to gamble too.
Oh, he sure does.
Most of us dealers, we usually like to gamble a little bit, so.
Well, poker players are going to be degens anyway, so I don't disagree with that statement.
7 folds. 8 folds.
AP electing to fold queen jack off. Middle position, Dory from middle position.
16 from the 9.
Gonna open ace 10 off
2.
for 16K. BT folding 7-5. Folds around to Lego on the button with 7-6 off and folds.
5.
And to Denise in the big blind. Defending a weak ace here is okay.
Heads up action.
Gonna have to be very, very careful navigating post flop. The ladies of the feature table heads up to the flop. Dory gonna barrel the flop with ace high, 10 high, with the best hand,
Fold from the 6.
and Denise folds. Dory picking up 24,000 chips, pushing her close to the 400K chip count mark. And I foresee an action table. I have a feeling we're gonna have some fun at this table.
You, me, and Law were in a hand and Law said it before the day. She was like, we're girls gonna win this hand. I'm like, still
Quite a few more chips on this table than the last table.
Yes, that's correct.
one did, and it wasn't me.
Down to 26 players left, playing down to 13. Need to lose half of the remaining field. When we get down to 18 players, we will do another a redraw, and then when we get to 14 players, we will be going hand for hand to bust the bubble for the last 13 players to bag and tag to Sunday, where we have our restart at noon.
Comes Phil.
Current bet is 12,000. C3 folds.
Opens in middle position with 10-9 off.
5 folds. 6. 7 calls. Heads up action.
Phil and Brandon heads up. Brandon with the mystery cards.
Brandon had the 6-8 offsuit.
Check.
Oh, he did have 6-8 offsuit.
Seemed like I saw that.
Flop of Jack 10
was
ace.
the bet. Player fold.
Brandon snap folds. We are 9-handed on the feature table. Dory will be first tacked under the gun with 390,000 chips. 6-8 off. Phil with Queen 9, the way he's been playing. Wouldn't be surprised if he opened. Folds. What do I know, Shane? Folds all the way to round to the cutoff. Doug Brown with 7 deuce offsuit. Gonna fold. Denise on the button. Grabbing raising chips with king queen suit. Very good hand. Late positions.
I think I follow that dude
A lot of times when it folds around to the button and you raise from the button, you're gonna want to raise a little bigger to disincentivize the blinds from calling. In this case, the small blind and the big blind had no hands to call with, and Denise takes down the pot.
It's a smaller shop than like the Allen. The Allen's place is huge. Yeah, it is. Like everybody knows about it. Yeah. I got one out there. It was just too expensive.
Just under 3 minutes left in level 13 with blinds 2,500, 5K with a 5K big blind ante. The blinds will be going up to 3,000, 6,000, 6,000 big blind alley in level 14 in a few minutes. BT first to act, and hand 15 of the second half of the live stream of Flight 1D here at Summer Jam 100K guarantee at Poker House.
Uh-oh. SMU James.
SMU James with pocket aces. Raises small to 11K. Doug Brown with deuces in the hijack folds.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's around the Brandon folds.
I think Brandon was away from the seat.
So
So.
precise too. Like, that's pretty sweet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was like, and folds. That's like the worst feeling to have, Shane. When you have pocket aces and you open
Nobody has
and you fold.
That's my favorite hand.
Red aces specific.
The red specifically. Black second.
What's wrong with black
The
cards?
red's my favorite. We don't have a favorite.
Red ones are always better than the black ones.
Aces, I don't care. I don't care what color they are. I got 2 of them. It can be black ones, could be red ones, could be black and red.
Kind of glad I didn't call you with 9-4 off.
Rip it, Dory.
I didn't feel like picking on, protecting that big line.
Not yours specifically, just in general.
Phil here waking up with a hand pocket 10s under the gun. Will be opening.
Current bet is 13,000.
Makes it 13,000 under the gun with pocket 10s.
5 fold. 6 fold. 7 fold. 8 calls.
8 calls, AP on the button, calls with deuces looking to set mine.
9
It
fold.
ducks.
And PT defending the big play with 8-3 of hearts. Let's see a flop.
1 call. players to the flop.
Pot of 39,000. Flop comes out.
Check from the 1.
Mystery.
Check from the 2.
Must be overcards.
11 from the 8.
King 8-7.
After completion of his hand, guys will be warming up on bluff.
Checks to AP. Takes over the betting lead with pocket deuces on a king high board. Phil calls. Turn is a 4 diamonds. Not changing much.
Check. Check.
Turn goes check, check. King clubs on the river. Phil probably knows he's good here now that King's paired the board.
Check.
Checks. And AP here has showdown value with pocket deuces. Sees he's losing the pocket tens. Phil picks up a nice little pot of 45,000. Again, extending his chip lead here on the feature table. There is our chip count.
Yeah. I thought maybe we just had special blinds.
BT down to 10 big blinds.
Crush the short stack real fast.
We will not need purples anymore if somebody wants to buy them up and get rid of them.
And looks like they will be racing off the 500s.
If you have one, just keep it.
Here we go with action. James first attack under the gun, 5-4 off, gonna fold.
C3 folds.
Lego looking to get into the action finally since moving to the feature table. Opens to 17K
Fold.
with ace 10 suited.
Fold.
Folds around to the blinds. BT with jack 7 suited, folds.
Fold is royal actions on
And
the
Phil, Queen 4 diamonds. Could actually defend here.
heads up action.
And chooses to. Going to the flop, heads up. Oh, wow. Phil flops the world with top pair with a redraw to the queen high flush
Check.
with a 9 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds,
Check.
and queen of clubs.
Oh. Bad turn card.
And that's a bad turn card. Phil's probably going to check here, check call. No, knowing that
Check.
Lego, oh, and Lego checks back to ace. 10 of diamonds would be bad. Okay. Let's see if Phil has showdown value with his queen. Doesn't need to bet here, but will bet. Probably thinking his queens are good here.
22,000.
That Lego checked back the turn with an ace. I don't foresee Lego folding here, just calling and calls and takes down the pot. I think the check back on the turn there gave Phil the false impression that his queens were the best hand.
I think Phil missed a bet there on the flop.
Yeah, I think he definitely missed the bet there on the flop. I think he was hoping that
He was hoping he
Lego
could
was going to continuation bet and probably check raise there, and we didn't. The ace hit, which was probably one of the worst cards in the deck for him with his holding. Now his top pair becomes less valuable, becoming second pair, but still had the flush draw.
It's fun to lose 4 big blinds and think you're betting for value at the end. I guess by check you might have bet something like that anyway.
Lego under the gun with a suited ace, ace 9. Elects to fold here. It's a hand you can open at that big blind depth tag.
Nine folds.
you hear what the helicopter said to the
The
house?
heart's up.
Kobe.
Folds around to Dory in the cutoff at 9-4 off folds.
What the helicopter?
And we are in a blind versus blind scenario with Phil holding
20,000 from
exit 20,000 with King Queen suited. Very good hand here.
James got a big ace somewhere.
Let's see, James, what James has here.
Not poker. They don't give a shit.
A little behind on the action tracker.
I think James may have a big hand here. No?
And he folds.
Ace
9.
Yeah, you can't believe he didn't defend that.
Yeah, on a blind versus blind scenario there, it's pretty mandatory. I wouldn't say mandatory. It's pretty standard to call. They're defending your big blind with a ace there, and it's not even a bad ace. It's ace 9 offsuit, so it's not like he's trying to defend ace deuce, ace 3. Ace 9 still has, plays pretty well post flop. Yeah, Chris Mays. BT's gonna need a hand here. Get a double up.
Yeah, I had
Chip
two
up.
clients before that.
I could tell James had that big ace, but he just
$50
didn't want to
try one more time.
gamble at that point.
Yeah,
And I don't remember how many chips he has in his stack, so that may have been a consideration.
James has about 160, I believe.
160s. So just under 30 big blinds. Definitely could have called there. Fill on the button with the suited ace. Suited wheel ace with ace 4 clubs will be opening, making it 15. Lego in the big blind with 10-8, opting to fold. Again, Phil's aggression in late position, taking down the blinds, slowly chipping up again.
James has about 189 or something it said.
Is that what it said? Okay. There it goes.
85.
185, still has 30 big blinds. Could have defended there with ace 9 off. Brandon, AP, BT, and Doug, all less than 30 big blinds. BT and Doug in the danger zone with 10 big blinds or less, going to have to make a move soon, or they will unfortunately be gone from the feature table. Again, BT, a big fan favorite in the chat. So we'll give BT some cards.
There's some pocket aces and kings he had earlier.
Yeah. Or maybe if he gets queen 6 suited, this time he won't fold them.
Queen
BT,
jack, he may rip that queen jack suited.
that's a rip. I like to see him rip it here, not just open.
I would do.
12K from the one suit.
Ooh. Raises it, doesn't leave himself too much behind. James can put him in a tough spot by re-ripping it. On the button, may just elect to call here.
Call. BT hadn't played any hands, so he's going to just call.
Pretty cold.
They go with king 6 offsuit in the small blind, folding.
4 folds.
Doug Brown in the big blind. Can defend with that hand. That's a pretty standard defend here.
5 calls.
Going through ace to the flop. On a board of 10,
Actions on
4,
5.
9, action flop. Everybody has a piece of this flop in some way. Doug flops top pair in the big blind BT with an open ender.
All in there.
Oh, Doug Brown ships it. Oh, what a tough spot for BT.
I think BT's going to have to call this one. Yep.
And he calls. James folds, heads up.
Fellas,
The
we get
two
map
short
right, the
stacks.
second
Two overs and open-ended. That's a good draw. He got it.
He gets there on the turn. Whip it chipping up.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah. I'm sure we're going to see a number of responses that he double up now with 20 big blinds. Has a little bit of breathing room now.
Budweiser said he better not fold this one.
He didn't, Budweiser. Doubles up. Oh, very important double up.
I folded ace queen, yeah, I came ace in the window, so he'd be gone. Very next hand,
So there's a
I doubled
dead
2 bars.
small blind, big blind,
You had
big
flush
blind,
draw with
and
runner straight or something?
No, the next hand I had jacks against him. I just doubled the next hand. Very next hand.
Rocky, buying.
You're telling me another hand. I think you flopped like
Oh,
no
yeah,
bluff,
yeah,
and
then, yeah, then like a little bit.
Now down to 7 players on the feature table. I'm sure at some point pretty soon they will be adding another player. I think we're down to 25, 26 players with about 20 minutes left in level 14 here.
It was pretty gross. But I got maximum.
Budweiser saying booyah. And Ira Phillips saying, my boy BT, let's go.
Sorry, call from the 8 seed. Get the blinds are 12.
AP opening ace 10 suited under the gun plus 1 to 15,000, 2.5x.
1 seed calls. 2 seed calls. 3 folds, 4 folds. 6 folds.
I called brief on the one.
Raise up action.
Budweiser says he's not staying up to watch his brother not make it to 13.
AP flopping top pair here, 6, 7, 10. Will continuation bet. 11,000 at the 14, about 1/4 pot.
Call.
Phil calling with pocket threes. And an 8, that's a really bad card for AP.
Phil's gonna rip
I
it
could-
in it. Nope.
Check.
Phil checks back.
Check.
I think what if Phil makes a bet here.
Check.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Ace and a 10.
And then
Winner.
AP wins that showdown with ace 10.
Button moves to the 5 seed. And check.
Clock showing 25 players now. Need to knock out about 12 more.
25 players left, okay.
What makes the dream work? And we
Was there a story behind the badger nickname?
It's my spirit animal.
Okay. So you Patronus too?
AP folds the ace-4 clubs under the gun.
Nah, I just wasn't either. He's making an assumption. Right.
I need a spirit animal.
Your Patronus can be.
Phil in middle position with queen 10 off. Gonna raise. I really like his strategy here. I've talked about this before. In early and middle position, I'm not a big fan of limping. I don't think I've seen Phil limp at all since he's been moved to the feature table.
He's got the chip stack. He can push the little action a little bit.
Just for you, man. I've shown 1 time. I've shown 3 years. Oh my
God.
Or like 3 hands or something.
I like to be around.
Almost halfway through here, level 14. Chip counts. Phil with 68 big blinds, Dory with 62.
Cracked him.
BT chipping up to 19 big blinds.
I felt pretty bad about that. I was like, 2 under the gun. We lost him.
Dory's gonna play this king queen offsuit under the gun for a little raise, 15,000.
current bet. C9.
I didn't know
BT
Queen Ten
folds
was
6,
my
9 of
favorite.
hearts.
AP, can you spin your card? Can you get a second, buddy?
Yeah, yeah.
My guy.
My guy.
Call from the 2. C3
Phil
fold.
calls queen 10.
It's a little bit of a loose call there. So much action behind. Queen 10 doesn't have a lot of.
Jack's the one who always fucks with me.
Queen
Great
10 always
post
gets me in a
flop.
lot of trouble.
Yeah.
7 calls.
And Brandon,
Brandon calling as well.
The book said he had
lots of kings and queens out.
Right.
Pocket 4 is looking really good.
5 plays.
Again, AP with the mystery hand. Let's go to a flop.
Little something.
Ace 10. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Could be an action flop, although, you know, I don't know what AP
I
has.
think AP has A7 offsuit, if I'm not mistaken.
I see Dory. Oh, checks back here. Phil's going to bet.
Another one.
Phil, check 2.
Another one.
Somebody's lying.
Everybody check.
Budweiser Miller, I will definitely let Dory know that you love her shirt. Dory's a personal close friend of mine.
Check.
I don't know if I should be saying this on the stream, but she brought me vodka tonight.
Dory is good at buying people drinks.
From C9.
And on the turn,
Oh.
with a 5 of diamonds, turning Dory betting half pot, 40,000 into 100 into 80K. Tito's, Budweiser Miller. But I have elected not to consume any in the booth so I can give the live chat and the live stream my full undivided attention. But as the tournament winds down, I can't promise that I won't have some. Not in the booth, though. Not in the booth. Oh, looks like we have some Tito's fans in the live stream saying, "Let's go Tito's."
It's been on and off during COVID.
It's made a resurgence ever since Top Gun.
Dory now taking over the chip lead, pushing her chip count to over 400,000 in chips.
Although the Top Gun was pretty here. Oh yeah, it was bad.
You saw the new one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I thought it was pretty.
Can't say I'm a vodka guy, so
I did
I'm more of a tequila guy.
See Duck Dynasty once, and there it comes.
You know, I used to be a tequila guy in college. I had some while I was in Vegas. Didn't sit well.
It can put a hit on you.
I'm not a young.
I like Patron. I like that good smooth Patron.
If I have tequila, it's got to be Don Julio 1942. Oh, Dory wakes up with Ace King in the big blind.
40.
Makes it 40.
4D. Kind of like 3D.
40.
But with a 4.
A little bit of a small sizing. I would like to see her make it closer to 50 here, giving Phil a decent price to call.
Price them all in. Lego may just rip it and say he's got the best hand.
I don't think he's going to rip it. Him taking too long, and some of those actions are indicative of a marginal holding right there. Nope. And he folds. Going to go heads up Phil T and Dory. The two big chip stacks here.
There's a budget.
Colliding. Oh,
Oh boy, here we go.
Dory with top pair, with the best kicker.
40,000.
Blocks Broadway,
You got just the perfect player to get that hand against.
and Phil has a lot of backdoor equity. He's got Broadway, he's got backdoor hearts, although Dory is blocking. Oh, no.
Gee.
Oh, and Phil snapped.
Bad luck for the coils tonight.
340.
This Ryan somehow puts her on diamonds. I just don't see him not calling.
This is a tough call because Dory's the
Lot of
chip leader.
chips, a lot of chips.
Gosh, what a tough spot to be in. So many hands get there. Broadway gets there. Diamonds get there.
Exactly.
And Phil is unblocking all those hands. So
Very
it
tough
can
call.
be very, very, very likely that Dory has those combinations of hands in her hand.
I can see her having ace queen, you know.
It's a very tough call here because he unblocks the best hands.
I think he's gonna have to lay it down.
I think if it's against
Great-
anybody else on the
great bet.
table where he's
Right,
covered.
anybody else he probably calls, but
Yeah,
great bet by her.
I mean, he's had such a healthy chip stack here. Wow.
He goes, he's folding it face up.
Oh, I think he's going to fold. And he
Yes,
folds it
he
face up.
does. Oh my word.
I tell you what, that is not.
I mean, it's hard.
Wow.
Too many chips. Be this close.
And what a move by Dory.
Great play.
Bombs the turn when very dangerous cards hit, forcing the second chip leader on the table to fold top two. Again, not an easy call for Phil to make there. Again, he's unblocking all the best hands there. And it's very likely that Dory, with the position she's in, could have ace X of diamonds, ace queen.
Small blind, big blind.
Like you said, I think against anybody else You know, at the table that somebody, you know, with him at that point, I think he had like 60-something big blinds. If somebody had 40 big blinds, he could call off there knowing that he still has 20-plus big blinds. What a move by Dory.
I'm sorry. Actually, C2. 15,000 from C2.
Now he's raising 6-7 offsuit under the gun.
They were also on there.
7 and 8 fold as
BT's
well.
a fan favorite in the chat. That's what it said. So you must have a huge rail on the chat.
Well, he's a fun guy.
Well, if I think about watching this right now, I'd be drawn.
I don't know.
Yeah, here.
This
These
is
would be
a-
my two.
yes.
These would be my two. I'd be drawn to it for sure.
Chest hair for me.
That's right, baby.
I don't think I'm calling there if I'm Phil.
No, no way to call it.
Because he's got to be one of the chip.
Tournament left.
Yeah, you tournament life there. You have a really healthy chip stack.
C1 fold.
Do you really want to get stacked there?
I mean, that shirt
It's pretty elite.
that is a one shirt.
And even though she had only top pair, top kicker, you know, he could have put her on a made hand at that point. And could be worried that, you know, she just had so much equity going into the river and didn't want to gamble at that point. Down to 24 players left in this flight. Dory chipping up over the 500K mark with 89 big blinds. And for those of you who didn't know, Dory actually already fired a bullet into this particular flight. Just before the close of registration, they were doing flips. Won her seat in the flip, is now on the feature table, probably one of the chip leaders here with 24 remaining here on Flight D.
Yeah, no, he's got it. He's got it. I just have to meet up with him.
I hope he got it right away before somebody else got the bag.
I know he's got it. He's got it in his possession right now. So. Oh, you mean like before there was another ride? Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed as soon as I walked in.
Full actions on the
I didn't have my card to
Yeah.
check it. Okay.
And we were just a few minutes away from entering level 15. Currently, the blinds are we're level 14. Small blind 3,000, big blind 6,000 with a 6,000 big blind ante. The blinds will be going up to 4,000 small blind, 8,000 big blind, and 8,000 big blind ante. We're back to action here. Heads up. Lego under the gun +1 with a king queen. Phil defending the big blind with ace 5 suited. Flop of jack of clubs, 8 of hearts, 3 of hearts. Lego continuation betting here. Bets 22. Phil calling with the middle pair.
check.
Turn is 7. Check, check. I could see Lego yet representing the ace. Bets 40, 50?
50,000.
It's bet 50,000 to 85, representing the ace. Getting Phil to fold the best hand. Good move by Lego. And Phil losing some chips here. Still healthy though. Now just under 50 big blinds, still plenty of chips to play with. But had over 75, nearly 80 big blinds just a few hands ago.
So I just gotta walk to there. Okay. All right.
It's about time
I,
for that hand.
I won't watch the stream.
Is it 10
I'm gonna color up
minutes?
in the middle of a level 2 and any other dumb rules. They don't follow the TDA rules like you announced at the start of the time. Okay. We can go there. That's fine. Coloring up in the middle of the level. Stop pausing the clock. Yellow can't be occupied doing things that.
I'm actually just trying to listen to the table talk instead of commentating, trying to hear what they're talking about. I know viewers in the chat like to hear the table talk, so giving them an opportunity to hear what they're talking about at the table, what Dory's talking about. Oh, and Denise opening Queen 5 suited under the gun +1. Haven't seen her make a move like that yet.
10 minutes later.
Folds all the way around to Phil in the small blind, calling with King 9 diamonds, and also James defending the big blind.
15,000. C3. C7 fold.
Denise flopping a flush draw.
Fold.
Yeah, you can go back in.
Oh, that went pretty quick. All I know is that go.
You open with queen 5 of clubs. You needed to see another card.
Did he lead the flop?
Yeah, James led the flop with a top pair and just took it down.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Denise there and I flop flush draw, I'm at least gonna see a turn.
Exactly.
If you're gonna open a hand like that and you flop some sort of, something on the flop, either top pair or something with some backdoor equity, I think you're gonna have to continue there. But I guess
He only bet out 15,000, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much to call.
she was getting good price to call. Decided to fold there.
Three people.
Fold from the 6.
Tito Sprite, small Tito Sprite, and Pepsi.
Fold from the 7.
Talking about alcoholic beverages on the feature table.
Oh, I'm not in the group,
Fold
but I
from the
have.
8. Fold from the 9.
I think it's basically even carded, but
It's if you want to have a wristband and some Tito's, I have some. So it's just a matter of you have to
18
have
from the 2.
permission to drink. Because
Kind of
bring
makes you,
it in.
kind of makes you look.
Dory, are you
Yeah,
offering the
really
Tito's you
fine.
brought for me to the feature table? I'm a little offended.
Wants with red?
I haven't seen any other red.
He's trying to give everybody the wristband to drink some.
No, I missed it.
Well, you got an hour to drink, so you're gonna get it done.
Ace king.
You have ace of diamonds though?
Nope.
Okay.
They're both
35.
That's a good bet.
Oh, she lets him know what her hand was. All right, so Phil on the button,
10 minutes. I'll
opening
tell you. Then I'll snotty it up at
the 17.5K, king 10 off, Lego, 3 betting with pocket nines. Ooh. Phil's just not running really well. Hopefully, maybe he flops a 10 king. It's nothing on that board.
subtle monkey.
Check a bet from the 4. 40,000 from the 4.
Bets half pot.
There you go, making a good call.
Yeah.
Bud's correct.
Phil's still with 40 big blinds. Lego moving up.
Why is it BT?
Budweiser Mill saying, other than BT, Dory has become my second favorite.
Congeniality and best.
Right, all
Three different people.
Favorite in our hearts.
Dory is the sweetheart.
You get congeniality.
Budweiser. Dory's become one of my close friends since I've been spending a lot of time here in Dallas. Now, I usually have a rule that I don't drink when I play. If Dory's in the room with me and there's alcoholic beverages, I break that rule.
The same way.
So,
There's not many times I drink when I'm gambling.
yeah.
I would drink with her.
Anybody else?
She really did bring me Tito's vodka for the record. Live chat.
Technically, I'm on my 5th bullet if you count last night.
Oh, Dory's saying she's fired 5 bullets in this thing. Well, I'll tell you what. 5th time's a charm.
There you go.
Looking really good here.
Make it pay off.
William Kretzer in the live chat saying, let's go Lego.
I won like 3 days
One of these dudes won nine flips today.
I won on Wednesday.
He's also got a nice bright shirt to go along with BT and Dory.
For those of you joining the chat,
Well, I was flipping like crazy.
we are 23, 24 players left in this flight, playing down to 13 players, excuse
3,
me,
4, and 6 fold.
in level 16. Just less than a minute or so away from a blind increase. Budweiser saying, I feel like Dory and I would be great friends, but bad for the table to get others to drink. I probably don't disagree with that statement. And I'm pretty sure her husband Jim is in the room watching the live stream laughing his head off reading the chat here. OGX Nano, we love you, Lego. Lego getting some fans in the chat here. BT opening 7-8 suited. Getting 3-bet by Phil T with Queen 6 of hearts. Putting a little pressure on BT knowing that he's a short stack and has to call off tight.
It'd be hard to do in this.
Gets the 3-bet through. As you see, we see Law in the background.
Giving Phil some love, trying to get him pumped back up.
I like you high-fived and then it just turned into go away.
To win on the river. Or on the turn.
Very much can play live.
Like final table.
Bye, sweetheart.
It just started the final table.
Sure.
15 hands.
The dealer got the 25. The dealer got your green chip.
Players got 3 million.
And the tournament director just announced blind increases. 4,000 for the small blind, 8,000 for the big blind, and 8,000 for the big blind
I
ante.
already bluffed him once.
Oh
I
my
have to stay
goodness.
away from him.
Dory getting the deck hitting her in the face under the gun +1 with pocket kings. The rich keep getting richer.
Let's see if she gets some action this time.
I think that was a call.
Makes it 20K.
BT's about to. Oh, he
Avoid
folded.
up next hand, guys. 4,000, 8,000, 8,000.
Folds all the way around
No action.
to,
No action.
Boys.
and no action. Steals the blinds though, 15K is 15K. She can get a free orbit now.
Take it again. It's like my third or fourth favorite hand. You know, after the red ones.
Third or
black
fourth favorite hand, she says.
Which cowboy's your favorite?
The red one. Yeah, it just does. It's,
She loves them red ones.
I do like the Dallas Cowboys. I know, a lot of people don't.
I said, we already knew you were sucking for punishment. You
And,
play poker.
and don't even worry about it because I'm married a Giants fan.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Houstonian.
Married a Giants fan. Hi-ya.
Trouble is real.
The struggle is real, Dory.
Jim does like his Giants.
I tell you what, I think I'm gonna. Shane and I are gonna scale back the commentary and just listen to Dory at the feature tape. Gonna turn up the overhead mics so you can get full dose of Dory here on the live stream.
All in from the 1C, 2, 3, 4, 4
And
out of there.
BT rips Ace Queen off suit from under the gun +1
7's out of there.
for 10 big
Call from
lines.
the 8C.
Oh, and calls, and they both have the same hand.
It's red.
Minute.
And the flop is.
Another one?
Can we get a? Oh no!
Winner.
Can't
Shot
even get a
pot.
sweat.
That was cute.
Terrell saying that was cute. Shot pot.
Right? Let me have that.
Actually, AP lost half of his big blind ante there. So if there's going to be a loser in that hand, it's gonna be AP. So actually, BT picking up one big blind,
Okay.
putting him at 85K.
I thought she was talking to
I know what
You're
you're.
a poker house polo. You know, the winners.
There you go.
You got any Astros here?
No.
me. Action will
I
be
just like your
on the
drink. I
1C,
look good in it.
8K to call. Fold from the 1 to the 4. 6, 7 fold. 8
I'm
tight.
gonna have to raise.
Raised by the 9C. Play for
Blinds versus
20,000.
oh my
Or he
goodness!
gets the Ace Queen and get back again.
I can see Dory ripping it.
What's the say I should have?
Could make it. Oh, only Alexa call.
She raised the 20K and then
Oh, she did? Okay. Oh, AP limped the small blind and she made it 20K. Okay, sorry, I totally missed action on that one.
1,000. Fold. Winner. Buttons in the 8.
Dory takes down another one.
Dory showing that aggression on the feature table's working.
Maybe about up to about 600,000 now.
Well, this is messed up because you don't go by this.
574.
Still with 71 big blinds, even though the blinds increased. Lego with 45 big blinds. Phil dropping down to 34 big blinds. And our three short stacks, Brandon, AP, BT with 15, 12, and 10 big blinds respectively.
Don't go by this anymore. We could do that before because like hand 3, but on hand 33, I'm not going to trust it.
Looks like it can be a late night, Shane. We still have to lose 9, 10 players, 1 a.m.
I'm used to these late night.
Yeah, you are used to
I'm
that.
here all the way till 8 o'clock in the morning usually, so these are just my prime hours.
At least tomorrow's Saturday for me. I think I should have to get up and work a little bit. Haven't really worked too much since I've been working on the live stream.
I'll sleep a little late and then
There wasn't a lot.
He was big blind.
know, but I think half the ante, half the big one.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, you should get half
You should
the
get half the ante.
Thank you. got 4K for
Not
the
half the big one. You should have
I
got
mean, half of the total five.
You know what I should have done?
He should have got 4,000 for that.
Half Red Bull, half Sprite.
There you go.
Gonna take a quick little break here. Figure some stuff out.
Then I won't be able to sleep. I mean, even if I'm
Pretty sure it was
still
4,000 because it was on this blind.
people probably won't expect you more.
It's 488.
It's 488.
So I got 10. 16 plus 4.
You only got half of his small blind?
Eight, 4, 6.
Because he gets his big
So
one
10
back.
total, right?
You get a big blind back. You will only get half.
8 plus 4.
That's
12.
12.
I watched
8
you.
plus 4 is 12. Because you get half of the ante, half of the small blind.
He's got to put 8 out there now.
And he gave you 2.
He needs half of the actual ante. That's it.
So 4. You owe
4K.
Yeah, because your blind and his blind is the same. I mean, you're putting those chips in.
Correct.
So you got that back. So
Pay
you
the
can add
ante.
that to it.
You
You get
got
half the
ante
ante, so you should got 4,000.
you should have got half your ante.
He should get half of the actual ante. Action on
So I
the
get
4.
four.
I don't even know how much you gave me back.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how much you gave me back.
Because you pulled everything back.
Yeah.
So you everything's still right here.
Let's finish this hand and I'll
Correct.
explain it.
Action. 32,000 for the 4
Once
seat,
you
6
raise
seat
all in
full,
all in, you
7
sell
seat
spot. The
full,
only thing you're playing for is the blind, the small blind.
Right, right.
8 seat full, 9
So what
seat
is that?
full.
4 plus 8, 12, so you get
Half
6.
12. I should have got 4 more.
Counting up 8 and my 4 miles, so 6 and 6.
Right.
So what happened, AP?
So I owe him 4,000.
You owe him 4,000. Yeah, which is half of the year. Because he split the small blind and didn't split the rest.
Sorry about
Yeah, I
that.
need all the chips.
Hey, sorry about that, BT.
So, but you could have gone broke, right? You could have been out of the tournament right there when he raised in your big blind. I mean, we have any.
What do you have now, BT? 545?
And we're back. Sorry about that.
I think he's got like 400,000.
Had to use the little boys' room.
I don't want you to do math. Just count me.
74 5.
745. 745.
Budweiser Miller, as soon as we get to break, which is in less than an hour, I will let Dory know that you have become a Dory fan.
I'm not messing with you.
Buttons in the 9 seat.
I just lost it.
Buttons in the 9th seat.
64, but I'm back to where I was.
We're good.
3 seat full, 4 seat full, 6, 7 full.
SMU James folding King Jack,
All in
suited
by the
under the
8
gun.
seat.
AP ripping ace 8 from the cutoff for 13 big blinds. Phil, Jack 8 suited, probably can't call here.
Boom. Winner.
Had Shane here in the booth bring us a heater. It is freezing back here in the booth. Shane coming in clutch with the heater. BT in a tough spot, has less than 10 big blinds. Gonna have to make a move shortly here.
Oh, it's only 14. You mean 13?
3 players under 15 big blinds. Brandon and
What is the last?
AP
The one earlier?
and
I mean, what
Brandon,
level?
AP, and
10 minutes to
I
go on
just
the break.
forgot who it said.
You're asking what level did the
Oh,
last
what level they bag at? What was
I
the
think it was like level
Hey,
16.
Brandon, it's after 2 a.m. On your side of the country, so I don't blame you. Craig and I were in the booth till 2:30 a.m. last night. Went back to the room, watched my stuff, critiqued myself, then didn't go to bed till 4. Woke up at 8:30. Haven't really slept since. Action here under the gun. Under the gun +1, Denise. Opening Queen Jack suited. Brandon shipping
with the pocket fours.
ripping pocket fours for 16, 17 big blinds. What does Denise here do? Gonna have to fold. Oh, Phil with pocket sevens.
He's all in.
And he re-rips it. Oh, and James
Oh,
with
my word.
big slick. Oh my goodness. 3 all ins.
We said this was going to be an action table.
Yeah, it is an action too. They're gonna have to find some players now.
All right, we'll
this is a good opportunity for Phil to pick some chips back up here.
I think I like the ace king suited.
I like the ace king suited also. Then he folds queen jack. And
Ace.
flops the
Brandon
best
has-
hand.
Brandon has a wheel draw.
With the wheel draw.
But
Oh,
he
and
it.
gets there. Oh my
God.
goodness.
Wow.
Holy smokes. James still has chips to play with. What a triple up by Brennan. Holy smokes. Pushes him over 400K, turns the wheel. James still in okay shape, has less than 15 big blinds.
Yes, 111,000.
And Phil decimated now to less than 10 bigs. Yeah, less than 10 bigs.
Brandon's gonna get the main.
Phil once the chip leader at this feature table. Now just down to 10 big blinds. Wow. What a turn of events in the last half hour here.
I just couldn't find my husband. He was all the way over there.
Starting with that hand with Dory.
On that part.
This just hasn't been able to recover.
Coils, C-O-Y.
I think there's okay. So there's a
We
couple.
played some of those.
What a hand.
You know what? It's weird. We started to shuffle before, and there are 3 James Coils. There's James Coyle and his son James
Okay, so
Coyle.
that's who I'm thinking about.
And yeah, so there's 3 coils. Kind of
Luckily.
I'm sorry?
nice answer. When did the money get?
Getting the chips sorted out now with split pots.
Lego has to get.
Brandon stays off elimination.
Blinds are 4,000, 8,000, 8,000.
I actually thought James was going to knock out 2 players there. Until Brandon turns the wheel. Down to 21 players, 3 players away from a redraw.
James probably only lost about 40,000 probably on that hand. So wasn't too bad for him, but he sure is heartbroken seeing that 5 come.
Right.
Free like you're supposed to, obviously.
21 left.
10 big blinds.
I think they just pulled Lego from the feature table to balance the tables.
I didn't call it off. That's the good news.
Yeah, he jammed.
That's a different story.
C2. All in by C2.
Phil ripping queen 7 on the button. I like the rip.
Fold by C3.
Gonna pick up the
Fold by
blinds here.
C6 winner.
That pushes them over 10 big blinds, just under 11 big blinds. What an up and down feature table. And that's correct, they have moved Lego from the feature table to balance the table. Now we're down to 21 players. 3 away from a redraw.
I just happened to go over there at the time, and it's on there. And he said,
Currently the line.
okay.
All right, 4,000 small blind, 8,000 big blind with an 8,000 big blind. Now the next level, going up to 16, the blinds increase significantly. Blinds will be increasing to 6K, 12K, 12K. So a lot of these players with short stacks, BT, AP, Phil, are in danger being eliminated.
16,000 from seat 8, seat 9.
So if they're going to make a move, they're going to need to make a move in the second half of this level.
There goes Phil again. I'll get called, I think, this time by AP.
C3 and C6 are gone.
You got like right at 100.
92.5.
Phil rips his stack for about 93K with ace 7 of hearts. Folds back to AP.
No, I'm sorry, I have 101. Or 125.
Call.
And he calls. We're going heads up.
I like the king queen. I don't know what it is. I like that hand.
Phil in danger of his tournament life here. Just 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I knew I liked the king queen.
With the 7.
Okay. Turn some equity.
Crazy.
And Phil has been eliminated. Wow, what a turn of events for Phil. Once the chip leader on the feature table just over half an hour ago has now been eliminated. What a tough run. He had played so well with the big chip stack, just ran into it, got into that hand with Dory, who shoved the turn when he had two pair when a flush and Broadway hit and folds, and ever since that hand, it's been all downhill. Good game, Phil.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow. Probably be back at the feature table. Good game. Rough luck, but that's tournament poker. Rook's in the live chat saying, I play hoops with that man. I'm not sure who you're referring to, but whoever you play hoops with, kudos. Now six-handed here at the feature table with Dory as a chip leader.
There was a caller in the middle.
You can pull. I think you're supposed to pull fours there. You have like.
On the small now?
I haven't seen.
Well,
I haven't
18 or more. 18 or more.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping just to get it through there.
Yeah, of course.
And then once Phil calls,
I
I'm in
get,
bad shape.
well, and I get the
I think
ace
you have like
king.
17, 18 plus.
Yes.
I don't think I would have called the sevens. It's easy to say in
Still
hindsight.
talking about this hand. That was a big
Right.
tournament in this tournament.
I don't know how, I wasn't even here.
I don't know how to play
They
tournaments.
come back around to you though. You're shipping.
I shifted, whatever, but that's different, you know.
Yeah.
You got to call off maybe more.
Wasn't this guy still here?
Yeah,
You
is
were
it
last
he the
act.
one that had
Because
ace king?
I was the first one to act. You were big blind.
No, this guy's still here.
No, she raised first.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, she still has to go.
Okay, that's true. We got to.
Yeah, you could have two aces. You could have two aces. Yeah,
I think we're down to 20
Oh.
now.
Yeah, maybe
BT finding a good spot to jams. Ace king in the hijack.
Whoa.
Rips it
Oh.
for 5-6 big blinds.
We're playing 7-7-6.
Oh, Brandon can call off here.
Make the call.
Brandon can call off here.
50,000.
Good chance for BT to double up right here.
I wouldn't blame a call here.
No, with his stack, he probably had.
Yeah.
50,500.
He's already in the small blind.
I like his shirt. I'll let him.
Yeah,
Oh, he folded.
you know that's not his thing.
Can't get rid of him.
That's what I'm gonna say every time you wear that shirt. I'm gonna say, you know that's not his baby.
I say maybe I want you.
Fan favorite. I'll let the streamer
Right.
tune in a little longer.
You don't want to limp
Down
down?
to 20 players. So.
Let me limp into the,
Yo, what's crazy is every hand that he put in.
Ira Phillips calling for the double up for BT. Gonna need it pretty soon. Lines will be going up, and he's gonna slash his
Yeah.
chip stack blind depth, big blind
What
depth
you had, you just didn't have the
significantly.
thought you did.
Yeah, well, I
Surprised Brandon didn't call there.
I just thought the bet would get him to fold. There's no reason to call me.
I'm gonna bet 100 something plus. He's probably gonna call with two pair.
Yeah.
See what the river is.
All in by
Make it
C-Tree.
all in with the sevens now. Trying to catch
SMU James shoving pocket sevens from the hijack. AP with ace 9 in the small blind. Can't call here.
There's no point. We're gone.
Dory folds queen 7 suited. James picking
I
up
mean,
some
I thought he
blinds.
might have it, but I thought he couldn't call the bet.
But if you had diamonds.
I could have had tens. There was a lot of things I could have had to beat him.
Ace queen was the best.
I just knew that he shouldn't mathematically call a huge shove.
Yeah.
So I was hoping
There
he
was a
could
flush
fold.
there and there was a straight there.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that beat two pair.
Bad. A good bad turn card.
Any of the sets. And I could have those.
He had top two.
I'm just listening to this conversation, and Dory's 100% right. That ace king hand versus king jack. Analysis is spot on.
Thomas looks homeless.
There's not much that he beats there. He's not incentivized to call that spot.
Relax.
Good on you, I'm sure.
You guys follow all these comments.
And we were down to 20. 10 minutes left in level 15.
I need you to walk because,
You just gotta walk.
yes. Because I had
Can
a
I have
very
one?
bad,
Everyone just agree I'm getting a walk.
well,
Let's
he
do it.
has to.
Let's do it.
Shane, great idea
Actually, wait,
bringing
I'm gonna
this
get to
heater
it.
in here. Oh my gosh, feels so much better.
Yeah.
Another gamble.
Wish I'd have thought about it earlier.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to leave this in
Oh, I'm
here.
leaving it in here. They don't need it up there.
Not in August.
Denise wakes up with two ladies.
Yeah, he made a
Let's
wheel.
see
We
her.
know.
You don't have to rip
Yes.
this hand right now.
You want a little action.
Yeah.
I mean,
Queens don't need a ton of protection. Can open to 2.5, 3x at most.
You hear him yelling?
You do want some action 5-handed.
So gross. I have to limit it.
It's 20K.
good raise.
Good raise size.
Twice,
BT folding 10-6.
yeah.
Or they are. Or
You're gonna get action anyway.
10
But
minutes.
And a lot of people have this misconception
Should we
that
close it?
with a big pocket pair like that, anywhere between 15 to 25 big blinds, that you need to just rip
Standing up.
a hand like pocket kings, pocket queens, and you really don't.
no, you don't.
Mo was telling a story yesterday. It's called like JB's place or something way back in the day. He said
Make a
swap
small
random.
bet. Somebody 3-bets you, just re-rip it.
Just re-rip it then. If see an ace or king flop, you can get away from the
Yeah,
hand.
exactly, 100%.
First, I lose
Oh,
all my
thanks.
chips, and now I gotta tell the cops what's up.
Listen,
You're gonna give the cops your hand history.
I work for DoorDash. I wasn't actually playing.
Yeah.
I'm dropping off food.
I'm sure well, the players don't get in trouble.
I, years ago when they got robbed, it wasn't rated. When was the name? It was off Midway. I forget the name of the place. I left at like 12:30, and at 2 o'clock, guys came in with AK-47s and robbed the place.
Dory.
Oh, look at SMU.
Oh, SMU James.
That is the opposite. Very good. I didn't have much.
To be fair, you raised
That shows the 8-3.
It was a long time. You were too young.
I tell you what, you know, obviously people thinking, wow, he's ripping with 8-3 here. From a theory perspective, you know, you want to be balanced. So you don't want to just rip with aces, kings, ace, king, queens.
Go ahead,
You know,
be honest.
if you rip with a hand like 8-3, it's going to be hard for your opponents to put you on a hand. So,
Next time you get kings or aces, you may get paid off.
right. I think he showed that on purpose to think, you know, somebody's going to keep that in mind. Oh, he ripped 8-3. Next time he gets in a spot like that and he rips it, probably not going to be ripping it with 8-3. Probably going to be ripping it with a more of a premium hand. Fold to BT James.
What? 8-3 again. He
Yeah, didn't want to rip it.
You ship with that hand. I can't
Look at you, you got your ball.
Brandon gets to walk with pocket threes in the big blind.
That's nice of us while we're at a short-handed table.
All right, it's my turn.
Everybody else got 7.
I'm not going to give you a second.
Look at all those. Look at all those pink chips that are supposed to just be right here.
They're supposed to be SMU.
Look at
too.
that.
Budweiser, you hear this? Already
I can
claiming.
your friend too, likewise.
Already
Budweiser, you hear in the chat? Dory calling you out. In a good way, in a good way.
That's the whole suck out, resuck out.
I had aces at the
I got it.
I had aces at this table too.
4K
It got nothing, yes.
4,000 at the agree.
Neat 9 folds.
No, folds, one fold.
Brandon with 8-9 suit in the small blind.
Current bet is 23,000.
Makes it 23,000.
The sevens
From the kid.
AP.
from the kid.
Blind versus blind. This is a defend. Oh, Budweiser, she just wants to be your friend.
Heads up action.
Going to be going to the flop. Blind versus blind. 9-8 suit. Oh, my goodness. AP flopping top 2. Brandon flopping middle pair with a backdoor flush draw. Straight draw. If you're AP here, It's a relatively dry flop.
Raised to 42,000.
Up, elects to raise here.
Brandon's gonna get in trouble here. He's probably gonna rip it here.
He's thinking.
Don't bid these cards.
8-9. Better 8. Hey, good bet. Good enough.
Brandon folds correctly.
God, Thomas got 660.
Just a few minutes left in this level.
This is Thomas' first.
Hey, you want him at
Again,
the
for those of you in the chat, I know the camera angles have been stuck on this side of the table. We have refreshed it, so it should be cycling through pretty shortly in the next few minutes around. Again, still not sure why that happens on a frequent basis here, with it getting stuck on a certain camera angle. It's supposed to refresh as the dealer calls out the action to Eric on the action tracker. Hopefully we'll get that ironed out tomorrow. James with ace 10 in the hijack.
16,000.
Raise it to 16,000, 2x. Denise with a suited connectors calls. Brandon with queen 10 could call here as well. Folds. Dory with 5-2. Don't see her making a move. Probably folding. Ah.
You got your blinds preloaded? Is that what
Yes, Craig, it is still going on.
like he didn't limp in, did he?
Got him in the barrel.
Got Mr. Shane Howarth in the booth with me this evening.
What's up, Craig? Hope you're having a good time out there with your family, sir.
15,000.
Yeah, you just been replaced, Craig. Sorry, bub.
Winner. Button move.
Shane
I don't know, Craig.
promoted.
Craig's pretty good. He's likes to sell them ice creams here at the Poker House of Dallas.
Yeah, right. I will say this: since Shane and I have been in the booth this evening, I have not used any sound effects. But since you're in the chat, now we don't even know what's a good one to use, considering that. Shane elected to use the drum beat one. Is this touchscreen? I don't want to touch anything. It has arrows over there. And I almost touched the soundboard with the sound effects. Decided not to because I didn't want to mess anything up. And here we go. We got a couple players with some hands. Denise opening in the hijack with King Queen suited.
AIG.
BT rips it. The big line with ace-7.
It's just for you.
And the equity between these hands is evenly split here.
They almost missed it.
Denise in a tough spot because AP flats from the button.
Go, baby God.
My official
This should be the new live stream.
Twitch name now.
She's going to have to take.
Baby girl.
Call of Duty tag.
Now it's a coin flip here with pocket sixes. Again, one thing AP has to take into consideration that blinds will be increasing here in about 1 or 2 minutes on their end.
62.5?
You got it.
If he misses if he loses this hand, he will still have about 180K, but that'll drop his big blinds down to about 15 or 16. I think that's something that he's considering. What's BT shoving with here?
He's got a call.
BT could be shoving really wide here. Less than 10 big blinds.
He's been known to, so. AP hasn't played a lot with him, so who knows?
There you go, Greg, just for you.
And like I'm trying to show my baby.
How old is your baby now?
So this one is 2.5. And then my daughter, we have a daughter that's 9 months old.
I was just wondering if, he was 16
No, so that's the plan. So every year for his birthday, I get a picture from his birthday party.
And he makes the
So
call.
you're never less than a year old.
Cards on the back. AP makes the call, the correct call in a classic coin flip.
At least I got 2 overs. I was thinking I might only
I think that if AP had not flatted the button there, I think Denise would have called.
Hey, he got.
But she was worried about AP flatting her raise. Or good pair. Counterfeit outs. Oh, and there's that king.
Wait. No, 2 pairs. I say it.
And BT eliminated. As always, BT enjoyed having you on the live stream and your fan base crew.
We're going to lose Budweiser.
We're going to lose Budweiser Miller, and we're going to lose Ira Phillips. Hopefully, though,
They'll be back tomorrow. Trust me.
if BT decides to fire tomorrow, I think we can count on Ira Phillips and Budweiser Miller to come back on the chat.
For sure.
Good game, BT. It was always a pleasure having you on the live stream. Budweiser Miller, it's 2:30 over your neck of the woods. Get some sleep, Bubba.
But hopefully y'all be watching me on these tables.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will watch you tomorrow, Shane. You firing the 5 p.m. flight tomorrow?
5 p.m.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a little bit of sleep. Come later.
You can't wait on this.
That's good right there.
I probably would have called it if I was you. Yeah, if 2 kings came out there, you would have.
20,000 from C.
Yeah, and Denise said that if he hadn't flatted behind, she would have called.
So there's Budweiser. Says good night. Budweiser, appreciate joining us. Have a good night. And hopefully I'll see you back on here tomorrow.
Heads up action.
AP versus Dory going to the flop, both with hearts. King
Ooh,
8,
look
8.
at that flop for Dory.
Is he supposed to be in the big blind next?
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah, he'd be over there.
over here.
Dory flopping trips.
It'll be dead button.
No.
With a flush draw out there, I think she's going to elect to fast play this.
I just posted.
Oh, no, did you check?
I'm definitely the small
I'm
one.
sorry, I'll check. I'm so sorry.
Oh, and checks.
Take a whip.
Dory will make a little bit.
He over there snatching you with 7 deuce.
Playing this hand deceptively. I wouldn't blame AP for checking here because Dory's not representing much by checking the flop with a king high board and 2 clubs. You're probably not putting on her 8 because if she had an 8, oh, and folds.
Classic Thomas.
Wouldn't expect anything else.
But honestly, he had the stats to call whatever.
Shane getting called up by Caleb. Yikes.
Bids went up a while ago, didn't they?
Lines are 6,000, 12,000, 12,000.
And Caleb.
Lines are up, 6,000, 12,000, 12,000. Lines are up, 6,000.
Oh, we only lost 1 or 2 viewers. BT busted. I thought that was going to drop in half. So.
Caleb, we can't believe you ain't over here firing one of these.
Okay to call. Oh, 25,000 from C7. Oh, fold.
7 at 25,000?
Correct.
Who's our new player? Is that Johnny?
Oh. Oh. Heads up action.
The hooded masked man?
We get a new player here on the feature table.
There it is, Johnny.
It is Johnny.
15,000. Oh. Where?
What's your name? What is your name?
Johnny?
Johnny
He's a
Rodriguez.
dealer. They both deal here, but
Last name?
Johnny Rodriguez?
Johnny R.
And Johnny just getting moved to
Can I change my name on there?
the live stream table.
To step down?
New father.
As of now,
No,
we
my girlfriend
have.
would love that.
Sugar Daddy.
When
No,
we
no,
got
just
Terrell getting a thumbs up from Caleb, looking fresh.
I've been with her like 3 years. My kid's 4, so
And we are one away from a full table redraw.
my husband had a son tonight.
This is 93.
And he was like 14.
I knew we need to know the amount.
He put me in his phone as evil stepmother, and I've been
He only
that
has
the
4 out
whole
there.
time. You know, he still calls me
out of love.
out of love. And I'll say it every once in a while. Don't make me be an evil stepmother.
Johnny's sitting a little under 100,000.
In the hoodie and sunglasses. Congratulations, Johnny, on the newborn.
And a nice wife, Kara, had him a nice baby a few weeks ago.
Change 2,000.
Looks like Kara's on baby dude night. Johnny playing here. Greg, what's wow? What are we wowing about?
This is their table, right?
Correct.
But is this your setup?
I'm gonna sell it all to them.
But it's the one you had at
This
Choctaw,
is
right?
the one that I travel around with. And
Yeah, that's what I thought.
they like my setup better. I showed them what I had. I said, here, let me set up what I do, show you what I like. And they said, perfect. Send me an invoice.
Yeah.
She's on seat
Oh,
8.
I'm so sorry.
He was giving me chips.
I made full.
Terrell's keeping Dory in line.
3 folds.
Fold out of turn, hard line.
Ooh, folds out of turn.
25,000.
WSOP or WPT get a warning there, right? You know, folding out of acting out of turn.
Right.
Get a penalty. Friendly game here. Friendly game here.
Kids in the street.
Brandon made the call with the old 7-4 hearts also.
It's pretty cool.
Heads
4
up.
years old is at my age, too.
Check. 26,000. Oh, winner.
My best friend for sure.
Go.
Right?
I'm stuck.
Yeah. Sometimes you fall in love with,
Yeah, they just said.
both of them.
19 left. Need to lose one more
Well, I met
here in level 16. 8 minutes into level 16.
future husband.
One player away from a full table redraw,
That's crazy. And I was totally right that we had a 4-year-old son.
where we will go full ring
I think
on
that's
both
the result.
tables.
I knew it.
Johnny's picked up those last couple of pots up to about 160,000 now.
We were on
Oh,
the praise
oh.
team at church, and he was the new drummer. All the girls were oogling over him. And she was gone for the first week we met him. The second week, I was
Johnny's
like,
going to
25, 5.
your husband.
continue the aggression. 8-9
7,
off.
6, and 7 folds.
Greg, it looks like Shane and I in the booth maybe pushing it past 230.
Yes.
You're not supposed to raise that. Come on.
You were supposed
Yeah,
to
them last 2 or 3 people right before the bag takes a little while to
Stop it.
bust out.
Oh, that's right. You do have a kid. All right, for Luca.
It's so fun. He's having a hard day today.
Oh.
Like, it's normal. He's a baby.
Yeah. He doesn't have great taste.
Stop worrying about he's gonna die in like 2 seconds. It's perfect, for God's sake.
Don't act like everything's not important. Everything's
Oh,
important.
everything's important.
Caleb, just fire tomorrow.
I know. It's fun.
Said all those pros, no thanks.
Can't imagine.
I'm gonna stay in the kiddie pool.
Caleb's a little scared of these pros up here.
Fold from the 3, 4, 6, 7. Got a raise plan for 31,000.
He'll just send his big boy Russ in here to beat him up.
He's
Call from seat 9.
pretty low.
AP raises 31K. Dory in the big blind blind versus blind situation. King 10 off.
Having a hard time finding people like her.
Check.
AP gonna
Check.
King would be a very bad turn card.
I'll be the first to bet wins this pot.
Check. 20,000, C9.
I think AP's gonna call. 9. It's gonna be check.
Actually, Casey.
Nope.
Where he acted out of turn again.
So I'm gonna check now.
40,000 from Casey.
He tried to get by one.
Yeah, 9 seat fall. Damn, look what you did.
That's so mean.
Give me some yellow.
No. Huh?
I'm the button now, right?
I'm saying T is mean.
He's not mean. He's
Oh,
been
he's-
perfectly nice.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's nice to be last time.
You keep saying that to me.
Johnny going for the pro
No, you
poker look
were-
with the hoodie and the
You
sunglasses.
dealt me, baby. No, he took me out last. Yeah,
T, why would you do that?
but you know,
That's so mean.
y'all don't have control of the cards. I
No,
don't
he
know
does.
why you
He
people
goes-
think you do.
Oof, they're out, Dory. The ace on the river, right?
Oh, Johnny wakes up with the 2 jacks. Wakes up with the 2 Johnnies.
I'll put it out there. Hello. 32?
32,000.
Oh, Denise.
May have to
Why are you gonna ship it in? Oh, what such a bad spot.
There's 1 jack gone.
Probably gonna go full here unless somebody has a really good hand.
Let him up.
Oh, king 10. Not king.
Denise is
And
trying to hit that 2 outer
bad
3.
shape.
I was like, okay, hit that 4 again.
9-6 deuce flop. 8 on the turn. And Johnny takes it
Denise
down.
has been eliminated. We are now down to 18 players. We will take a few minutes break as we do a full table
Don't hit
redraw.
on that. Let's go.
We'll see you back
You
in a
literally
few minutes.
said it.
Yeah, I know.
You said it.
Blocks, I'm gonna get chip counts, and then you're gonna bring my table, break the table, break not balancing, break.
How good is that?
Buddy's in
It's
one
good,
seat.
and I'm a huge
The
office
button
fan.
stays
Oh,
where
I
it
am
is,
too.
next seat.
Oh, I know. I am too.
So we can go, 1 seat is big.
Small blind, big blind.
No,
You want chip counts for
Okay,
us?
they're gonna have to wait. There's no way Bob can do it. He's gonna be penalized twice.
I just posted, so I'm not gonna post again.
Not good.
So I mean, it's gonna have to pass them up. They have to wait one.
that's fine, 1 hand. James, how many chips you have?
You need your cup for me.
Okay, so, yeah, 'cause
168.
And Johnny R?
3, 2, 8.
All right, folks, guys, got interest only interest interest in the $5.
I'll let you know.
4,
Change the code.
85, 95, 96, 5. 4, 96, 5. Really?
Sarah.
Brandon, how many chips you got?
I believe it's 305. Give me 1 sec. Pipple, Mr. 305.
Yes.
And AP.
We staying here? Yeah. Mr. Worldwide.
370. Looks like it. 370.
370?
Yep. Is that right?
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Is it break now?
No, they just plus it.
They're gonna break that cable.
Bring us please.
They're gonna break a cable and bring them over here.
We're down to 18.
Take the $5 pot.
Can I get some pink chips and color up these purples?
The first 2.5.
Oh, that's nice. Yesterday, I played until 12 o'clock. I did not have any robbery cards at ace 10. At
Wait
ace
till he
10,
comes
I had
back.
king, queen. I had to
Do you
start
need
playing
the $5 pot?
ace 7 just to get,
How many purples do you have?
you know. And the biggest pair I had was 10s. Hello, David.
Oh yeah, you took them from him. Huh? I said, oh yeah, you took them from him. I was trying to find him.
Yeah, he got him from Punter Boy.
Punter?
He punted his chips. And Law said, don't punt. And he tilted that one hand and
15, 20.
It's considered 14. Table
Yep.
14.
I don't know.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Welcome back, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. Short ride over there.
Mind if we take a stack of yellow from you?
No. I like my stuff.
Okay.
You like it?
Let's take it.
That's right. Put that one there, thank you.
So, my wife said, my hands are too small. And I said, that's why I love you.
Yeah,
14-year-old
go
goes,
past that.
inappropriate. I get that joke.
past it.
You're like, oh.
You're not gonna get that
no.
then. It's gonna go past it.
Ken?
This is the button right there.
I didn't want to take them without you seeing it.
You're gonna sit on a hand. Anyway.
One hand. Yeah.
Until button passes.
Johnny, let's see what you get.
Oh no. He doesn't want to color up his yellows. He doesn't want to color up his yellows.
I actually like that seat on that side, staring at the wall and not having
Oh,
way
sure.
better
Tell me
than
no
being
one. Oh, we didn't want to.
I said please. I'll give you two.
I actually put all my hoodies.
I know you lost that big couple big
Hoodies.
whole one to her. We played one where we got it all in three ways.
Jason?
The guy down there, Ace King versus 2-7 versus 2-4s. And the 2-4s won the main pot, and we both had him covered so that he had double me with the side pot. So he lost, like went 200, almost 200 on that game. And then, then after that he was short, and it just happened fast
How
from
many
there.
chips you have, Jason? At 60, I need your name.
Eugene.
Eugene? Yeah.
Gene the hitting machine.
Yellow Tempo.
I got 206.
Bro, you got a shout out.
Shout out.
Caleb said you looking fresh.
Who said that?
Caleb.
Look at that. Caleb says you look fresh.
255.
Would you like me to take that back? Put that over here.
1C, what was your name?
Lego.
L-A-Y. Yeah.
L. Laker.
322.
And C2, what's your name again?
Brandon Walker one hit. You have to sit out one
What's
hit.
your Brandon?
198.
198.
I just posted, so it's live. Just trust me. We talked about it before y'all came over. You'll see. He'll tell you the same. Both have those 6. Yes.
All right, Brandon and
button
Leo,
broke
you're
here.
going to sit out one hand.
The button broke.
They won mine.
I'm ready. 6, 12, 12.
The clock.
I'm ready.
All right, turn players, turn dealers, step up.
All right, fellas, this is the last call for alcohol. Last call for alcohol. All alcohol must be on the table by 2 a.m.
Really?
All alcohol must be on the table by 2 a.m.
And we are back after the table redraw down to 18 players.
12,006.
A few new players here to the feature table. Eugene in the 6th seat with 207,000, just under 20 big blinds, folds.
Leave mine back there until I'm done. Or do I need to get it?
Action
Yeah.
on C3.
Yeah. I mean,
I know they throw food and stuff away.
I have 2 bottles back there, but they're not.
Call.
I think there's 3 new players here.
Heads up, action.
We are heads up to the flop. SMU James with Queen 6 suited. Johnny with the mystery cards in the big blind in the blind versus blind situation.
12,000.
See Craig, see Shane, Craig giving you a shout saying he's doing a good job. Doing a great job.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you.
That's a check. That's a check. Heads up,
When
action.
do you want to go to Saltgrass?
I need Eddie to go ahead and just buy both of us dinner.
There you go.
Do we have to pick it up? We have to
I think we owe it to Eddie for coming in
I
here
have 2
and
bottles up there. I
taking
think
his hard-earned time, and we need to feed him.
You know what? BT already sent me Taco Bell today. I'm down with that. I'm
Yes,
easy peasy.
please.
I'm here too, man. I have to
15 minutes left here in level 16 before we go to another 15-minute break. Blinds currently 6,000, 12,000 with a 12,000 big blind ante. Level 17, 8,000 will be 8,000 small blind, 16,000 big blind, and 16,000 big blind ante.
You have to put them in your, you can leave it.
He said I could just put it in my backpack. I just can't keep it back there.
I get it. Thank you for finding out.
Sorry.
Stretch out.
Action's on the 1 seat.
Again, playing down to 13. And usually when it's the last 2 or 3 players, everybody kind of snugs up and tightens up.
Get a good old walk around.
Jason winning with Queen 6. Gets a walk in the big blind.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit later tonight, Craig, than last night, so.
What do you mean, Craig? Are they going to beat last flight?
He just wanted to know if it was going to go later, I believe.
I think he meant like last flight, the flight C. In terms of going into overtime. I don't know. Craig, these flights are starting to blend together now.
8. 91's gone.
Uh-oh, Dory. Whoa.
I don't think that. Dory's not the type of player to pull jacks there. Unless she's not at the table for some reason. I don't know. There's no way Dory's ever folding jacks.
No way.
Dory's never folding jacks. Trying to catch up to the action here. AP under the gun with pocket fours raises to 25. Brandon Walker in the hijack with ace queen. You could
Re-raise.
3-bet rip right there.
Oh, Jason C. with Jack
Jason
9.
C 5 in the 5 seat. 3-betting with a big 3-bet. 96K.
Hello, I'm taking.
Eugene in the big blind with king queen.
All right. I'll
Can't
figure out.
call here.
There we go. Yeah, we got it. That's amazing.
AP not getting good price with pocket fours. Jason's new to the table, and I don't think you can call off here. If you're going to pick this spot, you're going to either have to rip it
I think
or
Jason.
fold.
Brandon may have to give it a call, but probably
I
not.
would have liked to seen Brandon rip it here with less than 20 big blinds, 15 big blinds. More than likely, flipping at best.
Don't look like he wants to.
Trying to figure out. He elects to fold. Craig, I don't think it's going to take 3 brown levels before we get. I don't know.
So good.
It's so good. Original Dom right here, bro. I'm telling you.
Hello, Jason.
It's fucking respect. Like, you know,
Can't wait to put him on and watch that.
I would have liked to seen Brandon rip it there.
some people in particular.
Well, he
Typical hand that
was only going to get full.
when there's an open and you're short and you have ace queen in a tournament, you're
Gotta
going to
make a
rip it
move
there.
sooner or later.
Yeah. Again,
14
because
big blinds, ace queen. You nearly just.
he also has to factor. Yeah, and he also has to factor in the blinds will be going up shortly. So in about 15 minutes, when we take our 15-minute break,
Okay.
the blinds are going to go up
He
exponentially.
said 4-bet all in. That was 8 pair of 8s. I won, right? It was the sickest call I've ever seen. 10K.
8 folds.
He didn't even think
William
about it.
Kretz saying Lego going to take home the big winnings. Hey,
Then the guy that
with that beard,
you want to run it twice? He said,
2 fold, all in for 3 seat.
There goes James, pocket 5.
4 seat fold.
he said no.
5 gold.
One pair of 8s. Good.
I'm good now.
No. That's what he said. He didn't even breathe.
call. Shut 'em up.
Oh, and Brandon waking up with Jackson, the big blind. James with pocket fives, ripping it for 11 big blinds with pocket fives, getting called from Brandon in the big blind with pocket jacks.
Oh my gosh.
Got a sweat.
It's the sweat.
Needs a 4 on the river and misses.
Good game, James.
Good game, James. Knocked out in 16th.
Why you got the
Wait,
line like
yeah,
that?
17th?
I did like playing with him.
18th? 18th.
I mean, he looks like
James
that
played a
one
great
guy
game.
from
He just had a bad luck on that one ace king hand and let Brandon turn that wheel and
Yeah.
kind of went downhill from there.
James would have probably been one of the chip leaders. Not for that hand.
Oh yeah, he looks like the guy from Reno.
And we were talking
Talking
earlier.
about Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun.
Now down to 17, needs to lose approximately 4 players for the final 13 bag and tag for Sunday's restart at noon here.
Turn around. Turn around.
For those of you still here with us and the live chat, it's 2 a.m. here in Dallas, Texas.
No worries.
I'm struggling. I know Shane's fine with this because he's used to these late night, overnight sessions. We all know their hand on the struggle bus, doing it back-to-back nights. Gonna probably be 3 nights in a row. But you know what? I'm enjoying it.
Might need to give somebody that early shift tomorrow and
Right?
get a little rest.
You know, Shane, this is my first time ever, I guess technically yesterday, first time ever being in the booth for anything related.
Right. Yeah, this is my first time too. I've watched a lot of them, but I've never been in one. So
I tell you, the pace is a lot different than I thought it was gonna be. It's a lot quicker pace than I thought.
right, these trackers and everything, they're really nice to be able to watch it and keep up with all the chip counts and everything. It makes it really nice.
You know what? I don't need this anymore.
training to be a cop.
Brandon betting 30 into 54K, thinking his pocket sixes are good here, not knowing that AP has pocket eights in the big
Now
ones.
let me have my booze. I don't need it.
Jason making a move in the cutoff. Wow.
Jason is making some plays over here.
Being very aggressive.
Eddie Bat, have you given up?
Action is
Eddie
on
Bat never gives up.
I was like, what's going on?
Asian sensation.
Thank you, Miss Dory.
You gotta hear the commentary on that. I love it.
You were like, oh. There's no way he could call that amount of chips.
You weren't bluffing. You just had better answer.
Diamonds, Ted. But the whole deal is, he can't call that amount of chips. And I knew it.
We know.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah, TCH retweeted.
I'm not even a Twitter person.
Oh, I didn't hear them say that it was on Twitter.
No, but tweet her. That was good. Not really. That was good. I don't think that.
That was phenomenal.
I don't care what they said, Dory. It was a great play.
Great play.
What was funny
You were
is
very right. He could not make the
got
call.
up and went to try to look at the stream and missed it. That was what was funny.
No, they wouldn't let him look at it.
Yeah.
He was trying to, and they wouldn't let him look at it.
I know. Right, but he said I could walk over there.
Johnny talked him into showing the bluff.
He went crazy about TDA. And
Have I not said that this entire
And
time?
I know he's wrong. And I was like,
Gene, I've said
I'm trying to listen in.
well, I was going to tell you what I have, but then you got all snotty.
You should just let him steam up.
I'll get it back.
Yeah, I think that hand definitely put him on tilt.
I'll get it back.
he's like the
Well, that's why I tried to do.
All you gotta do is get Philip on tilt.
Talk about your utility thing.
I mean,
But I was
He
going
was
to
a
that
chip,
one, he
he
had
was a
played
chip leader.
phenomenal.
He was a chip leader at TCH going into day 2 last week, and with 2.2 or 3 million, and I think he finished like 60 something. You know.
Wow.
it's
Back to the action. Lego with pocket deuces under the gun.
eyes, he's like, ah, 7 high, I'm all in.
That's actually the correct fold right
Some
there.
of us are gangsters.
He's more gangster than me. I was born in college.
Oh,
Brandon with a nice little open.
No, he just flat. I would like to see him rip it right here.
Yeah, he's
11
I'm
big blinds.
Bedford, Texas.
He's holding on to
Yeah,
third
with
chip.
+1, 8 with a suited ace.
9 checks. 3 players to the flop.
Yeah, he's in position, but still, I would have liked to see him ripper pick up the blind. Going 3 ways to the flop.
She's like,
Check. Check.
Oh, on a monotone flop. AP flopping the best of it. Oh, wow. 4th heart comes out on the turn.
Check.
Brings in, obviously, the obvious flush draws, some straight draws. I have a feeling this is going to go check, check, check all the way around no matter what happens on the river.
Another heart. Is anybody going to steal it?
I've always said this is your mindset, one of my
Dory's level 2.
Check.
Oh,
Check.
no.
I'm playing the board.
Everybody got a flush.
Supposed to rip that, Brandon.
Playing the board. I thought about betting, but
Rip that pre-flop. You would have had it.
So I have 2 pairs. It counts, right?
nope.
Right?
Good try.
I think Brandon knows that if he ripped it, he would have got folds there.
Now that hand was well played.
Had a couple of opportunities to talk to Brandon the past few days about tournament poker strategy. Nice guy. Played a lot of the satellites. I think he has like,
What's wrong with my shirt?
I think he ended up between flips and satellites winning 3 or 4 seats. I don't know what bullet number he's on. But yeah.
My boobs.
She caught me in the fucking. Kara's watching. She's like, hello.
She's got really good ones right now.
Dude, it's so funny. All her.
They're functional.
Listen, she's Asian, right? So all her aunts and cousins and all their
Be
girlfriends.
careful, Johnny. Kara watching at home. Be careful what you say.
All right.
All her like.
Somehow our viewership jumped up significantly in the last 15 minutes. What's going on? Who's up at 2 a.m. on a
Close to
Saturday?
bagging time. Everybody wants to come in and watch.
I guess, apparently. I think they're here for you, Shane.
Well, you know,
Jason, did you play?
wait till the views go up tomorrow when I'm on there.
There you go. Way to let them know how it is.
Pretty cool.
Eugene in the hijack with pocket 4s,
26,000.
making it 26,000. Brandon folds with 6-5 suited. Folds all the way around. Is he going to get a walk? He is going to get a walk. Picks up chips. Puts him just over 15 big blinds.
For 2 hours straight, 3-handed.
Oh my.
Houses were moving.
I think we're 1 hand away from the 15-minute break. Oh, 2 hands away from the 15-minute break, give or take. 3 minutes.
3 or 4 more hands.
Complain about the action.
Not here.
Down to 16. Need to lose 3 players.
Thank you,
Couple
Craig.
of
I
short
sure do
stacks.
plan on taking it down.
He's the widest Michelin star chef I've ever
I hope I have to have somebody cover for me late Sunday night when I need to be working.
Oh, bro, I don't even hang out in the sun, dude. I promise.
No, I'm.
You need a double up? He says he needs a double up. This fucking guy, I swear to God.
I don't know if
I love table
Johnny,
talk.
I don't know if Johnny's had a drink or 2 tonight, but you know.
5C fold.
Care if you're listening. Keeping them under wraps.
7C.
Hope you're at home doing okay with the baby. Hope you're actually sleeping, not actually watching. If you.
I bet she's still wide awake.
Well, I will say when they're that small, they tend to sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Usually when they get to like 6 months.
I just had a grandbaby a week ago, so my daughter says the baby's sleeping a lot. So
Just take advantage of it while you can.
I have no idea. Pampers.
yep, 'cause I got a one-year-old grandbaby, and she don't want to sleep.
Loves.
2 minutes left here at level 16.
I don't know, you know, I'm not
With the
in
blinds, 6,000, 12,000, 12,000 big blind hand. We'll be going to a 15-minute break where we're racing off the 500
I gave him
chips.
all those chicks.
Again, for those of you just tuning in, because for some reason, again, we had a significant bump in viewership in the last 30 minutes.
I love this.
We are in Flight D of the Poker House first annual Summer Jam 100K guarantee.
They're all raving about you, dude.
In this flight, we have 121 entries, 16 remaining, playing down to 13 to bag and tag for Sunday's restart at noon.
Kara says she's wide awake and watching. I got to root for my baby daddy.
Team Johnny R. Let's go, Kara.
I need something.
And again, already through 4 flights with 2 remaining flights, have hit your guarantee, blown it out of the water with $114,000 in the prize pool.
All right, so
With 2
Kara,
remaining flights left, possibility that this guaranteed prize pool can hit over $200,000.
so Kara, when Johnny bags tonight, I hope you're coming in to play tomorrow and letting him do all the babysitting, right?
You know what? That's Kara. Come up and play tomorrow. Make him take baby duty. Eugene opens under the gun +1 with pocket sixes, and Dory getting aggressive, using her chip stack to 3-bit with ace-6 of hearts. And again, with less than 20 big blinds, you can't just flat here. It's a rip or a fold. And you haven't, yeah, Dory was talking about that one hand earlier, but she hasn't been 3-betting very light since being featured on the feature table.
I think Eugene maybe he might ship this.
I left, but I saw that.
Very glad
He's a
to
really
hear that
good
you
player.
are doing well. Hopefully get some rest. Congratulations on the baby. I didn't know you had a boy or girl and a name.
Well, baby boy, I do believe.
Show it one time. We're gonna see it on screen.
Break time, guys.
Definitely not coming in tomorrow. Staying at home and resting. Not ready to see the real world yet.
Oh,
I don't blame you.
I just haven't played a hand in a while. I had to do something.
Tori said she hasn't played a hand in a while. She wanted to play a hand with a gangster 3-bit with a6 suited. And we are at our 15-minute break. Baby boy Luca Rodriguez, 8.5 pounds, 21 inches. Oh, perfect.
Oh,
perfect.
baby.
Perfect, perfect. Congratulations, Kara and Johnny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the end here. Still need to lose 3 players before we bag and tag. We are going into a 15-minute break. We'll be racing off the 500s. And Shane and I will be getting back in the booth in the next 10 minutes or so. So stay tuned. We still have a little bit of poker left for this evening, or I guess this morning. Look forward to seeing you guys in a few minutes. Thank you.
So that means 10% because 55-60 because we take the odd.
So
It's like a 60.
I don't remember what our guideline was. At one number, I think maybe like 100, we redraw 27, and like under 100, we redraw 18.
And 9.
And 9, always at 9.
Always redraw 9.
Always at 9. Always on day 2 and always at 9. It's just what was the magic number where we redraw 27 or 18.
See, to me, I feel like day 1 is a little more important even because of the way we play with our team. So
Hey, Lonnie, can you free me up?
I was, he's the tour director for CSS. I run for this year. So him around, he's
We also have to race.
Come in here and do this.
We have to race those purples too.
I just wanted, because Terrell's like locked in this thing, so I wanted him to get it at least his full 15-minute break.
they always, because
So I pushed him out.
honestly, I thought about it.
Ignore that problem. That's
no. I'm just gonna do this. I'll let him spread it.
Yeah. We're gonna go hand for hand at 14.
It felt weird spreading.
What do you think here?
What's up? I didn't buy up anymore. He's really got more.
Oh, we're buying up purple.
Yeah, so really he's not buying it. So
Yeah,
we
another
got
deck.
more here.
Another deck.
Oh, I got you.
Already stated this one.
Which one?
Already stated both of them.
Well, you can't grab another deck and bring it into the. But we got time. What's 1, 2, 3, 4 here? Look at that. Yeah. Sorry. It's not like I don't think introducing a new deck is a good idea either.
Should've done that.
How do you work on fucking 4 hours sleep every night?
I used to do it every
I've
day.
done it 3 nights. I think I'm like,
Man, when I travel, back when I was working for Bud Records, open and close, get home, 4 hours of sleep. No extras there. Just these 3.
Yep. I'll start on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. What do you think about these yellows? We okay? Want to buy a barrel here or there? No, I think we're okay. What do you think?
I think if you want, I don't like taking a barrel without him being here.
Yeah.
Like I would like leave it in front of him and then say like racked up, ready to go when he gets here. No, that's like later.
You're absolutely right.
And that way they swatch it instead of going, wait, I have one more.
Eugene, he had a big score of Choctaw the last time they came by.
Eugene did?
WPT. He got first for 37. That's a nice score.
That is a nice score.
Chris got third in that one. Chris got third in that tournament. I think they ended up chopping. It was actually funny. Chris was telling a story, and I'm asking Gene about it. But I think they ended up chopping. And Gene took the brunt of the.
I had it stated, then they made me do the draw for the that let me know.
Yeah, whatever. Oh man, 3 more people. God, dog.
You're almost there. Almost there.
What time is it? What time is it?
It is 2:10. How'd you get worked into Bill's live streams?
I really still don't know how. I really still don't know how.
Here you go. It's just been you and Jeremy last couple days.
It's something, man. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Could be worse.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Getting these shitty towns out there. Yesterday was worse.
just dealing with the big game makes up all that.
Yeah, it does.
So it's like, I'd much rather be over here. You trying to not be here or stay?
I know, I don't know. I know.
Wait, you done? You did.
But man, my husband Fletcher, he had to take the booze to the bar. So then he took the car to Whataburger and brought me a taquito.
Husband of the year?
Huh?
Husband of the year?
It's going to be hard for you to find a better husband.
How?
What you mean, bro?
What you got for you? Like a meal?
Oh, you didn't say no. You did not say no.
You're a crap.
Chip me with a serving. Like a whole meal.
Am I wrong?
I love your husband.
That's crazy. I would have never
I always like to say, well, my husband's got you covered.
Are you gonna pay my bill back? Before I get on donkey and start playing field.
You the best hold and play around, huh? Oh, Sambo around there.
Yeah, he couldn't in with that Whataburger bag.
Sambo gotta be the best. Buddy, I think Sambo.
Yanni?
Sambo.
Same thing. Yo, Yanni's the shit, bro.
Oh, Yanni.
It's amazing to me that they still show Yanni on Facebook. When you change his profile,
No, he went out so
shit,
bad.
bro, everyone's roasted.
He was here on the final table against Ace Jack. Against another guy with the Jack I fought, Jack 10-6 or something like that. The guy takes like
People
6 minutes.
which private for
So long, and he finally calls Jim Shut.
They call me block on Facebook 10 hours later.
And he makes it how ridiculous. Why would you think you're
That to
headed
me is
Jim
like
with that
amazing.
man? But, you know, and of course he wants that call, but
This is
So
slide D, right?
that's what I'm talking about.
Alright, button is in the 2-seat. Flags are 8,000, 16,000 to 16,000. Annie.
what is your friend's name that has
Thomas. Donkey. El Burro. Tomas way.
So funny. She told me that yesterday, Eddie, and she's like, "Oh, here's mine." It's coming.
And deal.
Yeah, so you have that.
I'm allergic to pot, so I'm like sneezing.
Oh, I'm small blind.
Oh, that.
But it's, I mean, it's not terrible. But it's
So
not as bad
I'm
as it used to be because it's pot's better.
And we are back.
If you don't mind it, but you're allergic.
Level
so
17.
The thing is, I was
First hand back.
more allergic when I was
Small blind 8,000, big blind 16,000, and the big blind 16,000. Big blind ante.
much, but it'll still make me
16 players left. Need to lose 3.
my brothers were. Back then we called them cockpits.
Heavy users.
7, 6, 7 fold, 8 fold, 9 fold.
For those viewers still in the chat, thank you for hanging tight with us. 2:30 a.m. now.
C2 fold.
Some dedicated viewers.
C4 fold.
Probably 2 of those being Craig and Kara. So Lego in the cutoff, raising it to 35,000, taking the pot down.
I probably made a worse face than I would normally. That's what I like about Eric that goes with the
So it's
He does.
real candid.
Right, yeah.
Pure pictures.
Yeah, like I said, I was at the final
Although
table
I
in
do
July.
like
He got me one of them, like, Matt Jack went right at the camera. Looked close
Yeah.
as hell. I'm like,
And you're like,
Look
where
like
is
that.
he? He's like stealth.
he's like, why
Or
you
you say he's probably the only one doing it.
Yeah. It's a pretty big business for him.
Brandon waking up with King Queen under the gun. Looking to open.
32,000.
Makes it 32,000. Min raise.
32,000 from the 7 seed. 8 and 9 fold.
Drag him in with that little min raise.
Call from the 4, 5 seed folds.
Johnny calling with the 076 off.
Eugene with ace 10 in the big blind. Will be defending his big blind. Only has to put in 16 to call. Looks like we'll be going 3 ways to the flop here.
Call from the 6. 3-player action.
Here we go 3 ways to the flop. Wow.
Oh.
What an action flop.
No, poor
Eugene
Brandon.
flopping Broadway. Brandon flopping top 2.
Check.
Johnny, not much of anything here. Guarantee you Johnny's not going to be part of this hand. Eugene checking for the pre-flop aggressor.
35,000.
Excuse me. Brandon opting to continuation, bet 35,000. Eugene knowing he has the nuts here. Is he going to rip it in right here?
Yeah, I believe he's going to rip this one. You don't want to take any chances.
Posturing going to rip it here, it looks like. Stack the pot ratio being as low as it is. Debate whether or not to rip it here or just call. The chips are going to get in no matter what.
They're going to get in, but like I say,
Just a matter of it's going to be on the flop. Or
if he's trying to figure out if he trap him here.
Let's rip it.
Yeah, snap call by Brandon. He's going to see the bad luck.
Turns to 3 of clubs.
And no help for Brandon.
Tough spot to be in too. Flopping top 2 pair on that board. Not too many combinations of hands that beat you there.
Like 30, 133.
Just getting beaten that spot.
Cooler spot for Brandon. Still has a little bit of chips to play with. Just under 20 big blinds. Eugene much needing the chip up. Now over 22, 23 big blinds. The other Brandon on the table, short stack.
Just a crazy flop for your hand. Why do we play this game? It's brutal.
16 left, playing down to 13. Flight D. Brandon Walker, the short stack with 6 big blinds. And Dory again, still chip leading with over 33 big blinds. Lego with ace queen.
37,000.
Fold by Brandon.
Brandon with the correct fold. Makes it 37K. Jason on the button with King Jack. Good flat here. Carving out raising chips. Strong move.
Raise.
Especially to an under the gun open or under the gun +1 open.
113.
Makes it 113,000.
113.
113, correct.
Likely to fold back over to Lego.
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon wakes up with pocket sevens. Good fold there. If I'm Lego here, now that you have less than 20 big blinds after committing 37,000,
You gotta rip it or fold.
rip it or fold it. You block ace king, you have ace queen. Pocket kings, pocket jacks maybe here. Potentially putting Jason on. I think if you're going to be in this spot, you just need to get it in. Or could have just elected call. And electing just a call. Heads up to the pot.
Call.
The very big pot, 266K.
Take nearly half a stack away there, just smooth calling.
Even himself about 219 behind. Flop is 3, queen, 8, 2 hearts. Lego flopping the best of it.
75K.
Only bet 75K.
Come on. All in.
And Jason rips it.
Call.
Snap call. Lego the heavy favorite here going into the turn. Oh my goodness. And
sick.
Jason spikes a king.
Wow. Brandon would have made it straight with his ace jack. He's upset.
Brandon made the correct fold.
Yeah, he was a little short. Ace jack, he might could have ripped it.
Yeah, but when you have an under the gun open right there, the action behind, ace jack doesn't play well post flop. You're counting on either an ace or jack king the flop and no other overs. Tough beat by Lego. Oh my goodness. What a tough, tough
He would have been
way.
hoping for that exact board.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't be upset about that. It's the correct fold in that configuration. Oh.
Sick hand.
We're now down to 15 players. Need to lose 2 more.
I know who he is.
Oh, my favorite.
Lines are up, guys.
I've seen
Jason takes over the new chip lead.
I've said that all night. He's my favorite.
Fuck, I'd rather see King Jack of Hearts or something. I'd call.
I've seen his work before.
He just knew it was coming. I mean, there's nothing like tuition.
Oh, what happened to lockdown?
Intuition.
Oh, boy. I had a feeling.
Dory under the gun with ace 10. I think the feature table is now 7-8.
35,000.
7-8? Opens to 35. Brandon folding 3 deuce offsuit. Johnny folding. Ooh. Jason folding ace jack too.
Wow, now he's folding ace jack. He's been playing.
Bossy call 6 folds. 7, 8 folds. Heads up action.
Where Jason calls, I think, actually. Oh, action flop.
40,000.
Dory bets 40,000 to 1K.
Heads up action. Check.
Jason
Check.
had the ace or jack of clubs, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Check. Ace. Ace and sixes with a jack kicker.
Jason takes another pot down, chipping up more.
Dory got out pretty cheap there.
Yeah, especially when that third club hit the turn. Got to check. Sorry, pair board there on the turn, and then a fourth club coming on the river. Check there. Just take your ace. Two pair with a jack kicker at the showdown. Hoping Dory doesn't have a club.
Yeah, we need an accurate count.
Jason C, the overwhelming chip leader here, 854,000.
Who can double me?
2C fold. Only one player.
And once we go hand for hand, I think they're going to play one hand and then race off 2 minutes from the clock. Johnny raising it to 35K under the gun plus one with ace 8. 7-handed or 8-handed? 8-handed.
Totally a big fish.
I mean, Donkey's gonna run it out right now, man. I lost a big one.
Not much of anything for anyone on this flop.
Dory got a pair of fives, bottom pair.
Oh, he does. Dory has pocket.
30K.
Yeah, Dory's gonna find a fold there.
I did.
Oh,
I hit something on there.
That's correct.
Johnny has all the kings, all the queens in his opening range of under gun plus one. Dory down to about 25 big blinds. 26 big blinds. 15 left with 15 minutes left in this level.
So it's about time for Brandon to make a move here.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make a move.
That's 6 big blinds. So.
Oh, he is in the big blind right now.
$40K with the 8. 9 folds.
30 diapers.
2 fold winner.
Played.
That's correct.
Terrell getting overtime. Terrell getting overtime. He Iron Man this whole time. Since I've been here. Better be.
They only put the good looking ones on the street.
Oh,
He's
there
cute.
you go.
Butter in the mouth.
There you
He's
go.
pretty cute.
I don't know if you can tell him that he's blushing. That'd be hard to see with all this hair.
The two left to play players at the feature table still lighthearted, joking around. Know it's a really serious situation for some of these players. Some of these players probably never been here before.
Pause for a second. We'll hand it again. Wait for my signal.
Dory with 10-9 on the button.
Turn bet is 40,000.
Makes it 40,000.
Oh, there
in.
goes Johnny.
Johnny rips it all in for
Easy
ace king.
fold for Dory.
Fold. I like her bet there. I like her bet there.
All right,
Trying to seal the blinds.
Play one hand per hand. After the hand is over, I'll take 2 minutes off the clock.
Oh, and it looks like we lost another player at the outer table. Min the tournament director for this flight, announcing hand for hand. So it looks like we're down to 14 players. So the way hand for hand works, ladies and gentlemen, is that each table will play one hand at a time, seeing if anybody gets knocked out. And after that, run the clock off 2 minutes. everybody here trying to sneak in now. I'm not trying to make any. Oh, Dory waking up with aces.
C9.
Makes it 40K.
C4 folds. C5 folds. Winner.
Correct.
Button is correct.
Dory picking up some of those chips that she lost just a second ago.
Yeah, he gave me some.
Brandon Walker in the danger zone. 4 big blinds on the bubble. Need to lose one more player before we bag and tag Sunday. Johnny opening 4 deuce suited.
Offsuit.
4 deuce offsuit,
5,000
correct.
from C4. C5 folded. Actions on C6.
Eugene with 9 deuce suited. Probably not going to defend here. I do want to check this spot. Could be a marginal hand to defend the big blind with. How many big blinds is it? About 22 big blinds? 22 right here. Shoot this.
Is that 2 right there?
It's this little pyramid, yeah.
Big blind versus a raise. A button. Chart's actually saying
Oh, heads up.
it is a defend. Eugene correctly defending his big blind option. So button open. Johnny hitting a piece of this board. Probably gonna bet.
35,000.
Bets 1/3
C4.
pot. Not a lot on this board for Eugene. Probably gonna have to fold. Eugene contemplating a call here.
See how you can make this call.
Oh, winner. Makes sense.
Still a hand for hand here. 14 players need to lose one more. Again, for those of you still in the live stream in the chat, thank you for hanging on tight with us.
9 fold.
Craig, it looks like we're definitely going to go a little bit later than we did last night.
4 and 5 fold.
Craig and I have a feeling tomorrow with a bigger flight, maybe tomorrow.
I'll take the small one, you take the big one.
May go past 3 o'clock tomorrow. Then have to get back up and restream the final day 2 here. Random getting into a spot where he's about to be the big blind.
Pyramid is 40,000 from C9. C2 folds, C3 folds, or C4 folds.
That's right. He
Five
took-
folds.
I like the way Dory's playing, still keeping up the aggression. Eugene with ace-7 suited on the button. Folds. Folds to the small blind. Brandon with 6-3 gonna fold. AP with 4 gonna fold, and Dory takes down the blinds. Brandon under the gun with 9 deuce offsuit. Folds. Gonna be in the big blind next.
35,000 is the bet.
Have BT bring breakfast for that. Hey, you know what? He got us Taco Bell, so.
What? Your headphones? You roll for me? Sure. 35,000 is the bet. One caller.
Not going to protect.
Hands up, Asher.
Flop of ace, hearts, deuce of diamonds.
Check.
8 of hearts. Flop goes check, check. Johnny's still in the lead.
Check. Check.
Both checking back the turn. Board pairs.
Johnny gonna take it down, king high. Johnny's trying to take advantage of all these people playing tight, trying to bag, so it's a good spot to try to accumulate some chips.
Agreed. And again, we've talked to this throughout the live stream. Craig and I talked about this earlier stream and yesterday, that those that are still taking aggressive positions, tournament play, those are the people that chip up and go into day 2 of the big chip stack and put themselves in a good position to make a deep run in a tournament like this. Again, some players play to bag, some players play to win. Dory, John, as you can tell, the 3 chip leaders here are on the feature table.
Johnny stacks up pretty good. So.
Yeah, still playing fairly aggressive.
You just go ahead and give the next hand.
Johnny crossed that. So we get 545,000. Might give up more. Brandon needs to wake up with a hand soon.
4C folds. 5C folds.
I think Dory or Eugene being in late position, knowing that Brandon is short.
67 seat. 8.
What's Dory have here? King Jack's gonna rip it.
You're going to
Put him in
put
the
him all
top.
in.
All in.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't flip them over yet.
I'm sorry, I didn't play.
Getting it in ahead.
Way to wake up with that hand there in the big blind.
Right.
To a jam.
Yeah.
Everybody's rooting for a king or a jack, except for Brandon.
Okay.
So go ahead. Turn him up.
Look at a penalty. Sit down.
Sit down.
Save you. Not that probably do him some good messing around.
Oh.
Close with
could be the final hand for the evening. Wow, what a
What
major
a
flop.
flop. Royal flush draw.
Oh my goodness. And
Bricks out. Man, good game, Brandon.
tough.
Well, we've done it for folks. We're down to the final 13. Gonna be coming back Sunday at noon.
And what a tough way to go out. The best hand pre-flop.
Approximately
5.
It is a tough
Flops
way.
the world, 2 flops royal flush draw, straight draws.
Just to hit an ace.
It's always good to get it in behind him.
You know what? It was his chip. Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
like, it doesn't matter what.
Good game to all these guys in back.
Marginal in
Good
that.
luck to y'all on Sunday.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 774.
You have 774.
I want to thank everybody for coming out and viewing with us tonight. Appreciate Eddie and Craig letting me in the booth to join them.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you in the booth here, Shane, this evening. Definitely would love to have you back again.
Like I say, I hope I don't have to come back. Hopefully y'all just be watching me.
Yeah, we'll be commentating on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wiped
I'm
out.
gonna let Eddie go to
Yeah,
bed.
try to get a little bit of sleep.
I'm gonna let him go take a couple shots of this vodka real quick.
No, I
Just
can't. It's
leave.
after 2 a.m. They won't let me.
Well, you know, you can take it to the car and take
That's
it home
true.
and
That's
go
true.
to bed. All right, good night, everybody.
Everybody, good night here from Poker House.